Hey guys, Mabinogi here, and today we're doing something different. Today, we're raiding people's homesteads. I say we because I was joined with my good buddy Celtic Bliss, but I may have forgotten to switch one of the settings on my recording software over to desktop audio. So it's just me, with my friend following me through all these homesteads while I give commentary. If it sounds like I'm talking to myself, I promise you, I'm not. That being said, since we'll be going into random people's homesteads and reviewing them without even asking, I feel it's only fair that I open myself up for criticism as well. So, without further ado, welcome to my homestead. Now I know what you're thinking. Mabinogi, that's the best homestead I've ever seen. You're setting the bar way too high. I know, I get that a lot for some reason. Everyone who comes here thinks my homestead is flawless. Well, everyone except for the Mabinogi team who robbed me of my rightful victory in the homestead contest in June of 2011. Hello and welcome to my homestead. Now, upon entering my homestead, the first thing you'll realize is that my homestead is the best homestead in all the land. And why is that, you ask? Well, you could call it a hunch. Alright, because I'm stupid, and I was also recording the audio from my VR headset instead of my actual desktop microphone, you'll have to deal with my voice giving commentary over what's happening. So we've just invaded the first person's homestead, Divine Usagi, I might have mispronounced that name. And they said in open chat, why are random people entering my homestead? It was only me, the lone agent, looking at all these random green herbs. Clearly, Divine Usagi uses their homestead to gather materials, first and foremost, and they leave the cake in the corner. All in all, I'd give this homestead 3 out of 10. So the next player's homestead we're going to invade unannounced is Ichi's. I might have mispronounced that name as well. Forgive me. Okay, so this person's homestead did what yours did on a smaller scale, where the little people are staring at you. Okay, we to the homestead too. An unexpected but welcome surprise. Ichi gave me a tour of her homestead. Rolling out the red carpet, Ichi was kind enough to show me each section of her homestead and explain why it was themed the way it was. You could tell a lot of time and thought was put into this homestead, both in where things were placed and why they were placed the way they were. All in all, a very interesting tour of a very interesting homestead that would, unsurprisingly, come to an end with the question, why am I doing this? I don't quite know myself. 8 out of 10. This person's moving around. I'm gonna try to enter their homestead. It's Rihanna, pink person. Wow. Upon entering the homestead of a player whose name I'm not even gonna try to pronounce, I was quite surprised by the showy presentation. A winter wonderland full of sakura blossoms, and a layout that was clearly planned out quite thoroughly. This was a nice homestead. Once again, upon entering a homestead unannounced, they would soon come to see what's going on. Playing it cool, I explained that I'm making a YouTube video, because that's what YouTubers do. Much to my surprise, they were actually familiar with my content. And if I'm being honest, I always don't know what to say when people come up to me and tell me that. I always feel like I'm gonna come off as being really awkward. I'm bad at taking compliments. So doing what we do best, we made a speedy getaway, but before that, this homestead is a 9 out of 10. This homestead is quite empty. Contains 2 gardens, half a tennis court, and a house that's backwards. 2 out of 10. But still better than my homestead. Everything about this homestead reminds me of my Animal Crossing island, which I neglect on a daily basis. 2 out of 10. Still better than my right from the get-go. Jackie's homestead had a very wintry entrance, a nice house, a lot of decorations, and a weed farm hidden to the side that we would promptly investigate. Upon Jackie's request, his character's face is censored for the rest of this video. This homestead is a 5 out of 10. And totally not because we accepted a bribe. We would never do that here on Mabinogi. Humble home or secret lair to a religious cult? You decide, because I'm leaving. Probably belongs to a cult. out of 10.
Why are you in my home? Like a true knight. Let's put the blade down and talk, okay?
And that's how you take the pacifist route while invading someone's homestead. 4 out of 10.
Second going in. You get assaulted by tree branches before you enter their homestead. Oh no, the guild's coming! The guild's coming! Run! Drop the drop. They know we're here.
After a failed drug bust, the Wi-Fi Guild gave us a tour of their humble homestead. It was really funny, and if I didn't butcher the audio while recording this video, I would have kept it in there. Trust me. Funny tour, great homestead. 8 out of 10.
I am uncomfortable.
Our final homestead of the night was a vast winter wonderland, owned by the Mafia? Strange, but true. And if there was one thing I could take away from this tour, it's that the Mafia is surprisingly generous. This player explained each feature of their homestead in extreme detail, even showing us their house. The full tour. All in all, this homestead is definitely a 10 out of 10. I know I really had to string something together for this video because, boy golly, did I mess it up. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If not, that's okay. I did everything I could to save it. Until next time, I'm Mabinogi, signing off.